Alright, let's start a fresh save on this game on a new server. Hopefully this server won't be filled to the brim with empty houses that I can't build anywhere. This is a private server. I'm gonna figure out how people can get on into it. I gotta figure out all that. Like, it's a private server I just rented, but I gotta figure out how to make chat able to join it. Server popped up, but it's asking for a password. Okay. We'll do a password. I'll get the password out after I establish where I want to build my castle first. Bone sword. Let's go this way. Ooh, rats. Killing enemies with my bone sword. The best places are later in the game. Yeah, and it's early access. It's not going to be a forever home. Making new characters in this game is fun, though. Do you know what else is even more fun? Is when I say Kappa, and I look over and chat says Kappa, 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 Kappa. That's fun. Oh, and if it's Dan Kappa, even better. Take that, sir. Those bone piles? Yes, they are. Ow, that hurt. Ow, it's just a little bit too short. Let's do... I like this side. Rarely used DNS game, but it's still timeless. True. Sorry, I need to drain your blood, sir. Woo! Well, chat, I feel like I need to build me a castle. And then become a vampire lord. Claim. Bone axe. Chop down some trees. Boom, boom, And let's make the mid. Never mind. Not enough bones. Wait, at 39%. Even better. Is this V Rising or V Farming? Very clever. Very clever. It's V Rising. Let's go ahead and use our mace. Clear these away. The amount of V's in this room is rising. That's why it's called V Rising. Alright, I think I want to build my vampire fortress. Over here. Although that might be too far away. Might be high level over there. We'll try, though. Chocobo Tamer with a 118-month resub. Jeez. That is a huge one. That spot's pretty good. It's too big, though. This spot's not bad either. We're not that far away from over there. We'll try. Base is better in the middle of the map. Well, this is pretty close to middle. We just changed what middle means. Ooh, silver. Oh, it burns. Oh. Nasty silver. That's such a nice touch from the devs, having silver burn you. Okay, cloth. Actually, this might be a massive plot of land. Massive castle. This spot appears kind of quaint, though. Did Dan defeat the big bear yet? I haven't. We're starting a brand new save right now, so we haven't defeated anything just yet. We'll get there, though. Healing. This spot's nice. Oh, there's a goddamn golem there, though. Uh-oh. That's not nice. Uh-oh. Sun rising. Shadow, please. Whew. Yeah, we're on a new save here. You know, building at the top here might be okay. Maybe this top part will be a decent place for my heart. CPU temps when running Twitch. It wouldn't be Twitch, it'd be your browser. So if you're using Chrome, Chrome is known to be very CPU intensive and memory intensive. This place is too scary. Oh God. Blood mint. Try watching Twitch on a different browser and see if it helps. Oh God. Ooh, this is not going good. Healing. All these spots have awful creatures on them. Oh, it's Max. Ow, fire hot, fire hot. No! I'm fading away. Yeah. Yeah. Death has become me. That was not nice. That area is just too intense for a low-level castle, I think. Let's try over here. Looks like you only lose looted items, not like your gear, which is nice. So it's annoying, but not devastating. How do you open up a console? Just grab a screwdriver, remove the screws, and then pull off the plastic cover. I have nothing now. I think maybe... grab. Okay, Mr. Bear, I see you there. Train you, Mr. Bear. And if you're like, if your computer's overheating when like you're not running much at all, it sounds like your cooler might be failing. So you might want to replace your CPU cooler, as that could be causing issues. Especially if your computer is fine until you open a program, and then it starts going really hot. Yeah, replacing thermal paste could help as well. Okay, I want to find a good spot for our castle. This one right here actually might be okay. Let's see what's in here. Yes. This will do nicely, I think. And drain, sir. All right, chat. Let's start doing something that vampires known for: manual labor. Let's see. Boom, boom. Kevin brought me a drink. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, he is a nice guy. Okay, we gotta clear this place out. This has gotta be my Fortress of Doom. Well, I can't call it that, I guess, soon, but my Fortress of Imminent Demise. Okay, let's go ahead and place down our castle heart. Right there, and then let's do some borders. Castle heart is decaying. Feed the heart. I think that's all we can do for now. It's just that square. Fine. It's decaying. I will put that in there. Walls and structure. Place a wooden coffin and a wooden stash. Sleep. Yep, I'm playing without PvP right now. This is a PvE server. Low essence. Okay, we gotta go kill people and get some essence from them. Yeah, the background music is lovely, isn't it? It's got that relaxing feel to it. Protect your territory by placing palisades. Sure. Doesn't really do anything, but I'll place them. Okay, apparently I need more. Cha! Cha! It's like he's drinking a nice, refreshing G Fuel. Create a sawmill. What? They're our monthly sponsor. I have to remind chat to go to gfuel.com, use code word DansGaming, and save some money. check them out. Castle powered for 48 minutes. That's better than 0 minutes, I guess. Oh, it's a bear. Hi. He gets up so slowly. More essence. Okay, we need more wood, more stone, everything. I could always move it up here. This is the bad part about, well, not really bad, the more tedious part might make single player a little less desirable. Some players is you have to grind everything yourself. You gotta get all the lumber, all the stone, all the Dan Kappas. Cha. But when we're done, we're gonna have the most gorgeous base ever that no one has ever done before. Like a long rectangle with a coffin and a blood altar. Never seen it anywhere before. This isn't easy, but it's honest work. You can change all the modifiers though, so like you can give yourself double resources or something if you want it to go way quicker. So they have those. You can do those per server where you get triple resources to make sure that you don't have to grind quite so much solo. Chop, 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 chop. Okay, stay out of the sun. The sun is bad. No sunshine. Oh, it's so hot. Oh, God. Okay, let's dismantle. I really don't need walls right now. I think for now this is probably the play. Leaving it there. Blocking that off. No one. Well, actually, we should probably make that a doorway instead. Ooh, it's hot in here. Okay, let's make a sawmill. Need some. Start cranking those in there. Make stronger equipment. And then craft this. Let's put those in there too. Storage, crafting, refinement. We need the planks from there. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, I refreshed the app, so hopefully it works now. The lights should work. I don't know why they weren't before. All right, sawmill, mister. Just gotta wait on those to finish. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. So they're gonna keep respawning in my base. Damn, the sun! Go away. Ooh, so hot. Oh, oops, sorry. I must hit the button. I hit the wrong button. The lights thing should work now. Sorry. Hashtag professional streamer. I was in the Dan cave. That's where I teleport to each of the video game worlds. I go to the Dan cave first. Belay, and thank you for the 45-month resub. Appreciate that. Boom, boom, boom. All right, let's see. Sawmill. Okay, now we should have enough to craft the crafting bench. And then from here, we can do upgraded gear. Copper, not so much. Good enough planks, we do the other ones. Ah, praise the moon. Did the same thing at work. Halfway at Team's presentation, some notice I'm not sharing anything. Oh. You were halfway done with your presentation and you didn't, no one saw any of it. We've all been there. You just file that under whoops. Oopsie. Boom, 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 gorgeous. Let's put more in here. We need lots and lots of wood. Lots of planks. I don't understand if they think people will invest in a base if it only lasts 5 days without play. Well, the flood to make it last is everywhere. You get it, like thousands and thousands of it. And it seems like it lasts quite a long time. You filled up, and every time you upgrade your base, it lasts longer. And then when it runs out, it doesn't just like instantly fade away. It slowly melts, and to the point that players can destroy it. I went 12 hours to serve, and the server went offline and it's never returned. Well, this is, remember, it's early access, so servers will come and go. So don't get too invested in your character. This isn't your forever playthrough yet. Expect that the server you're playing on might disappear completely in one day. Just like Dad when he went out for cigarettes. Your dad went out to get milk? Yeah, I don't know why it takes them so long to find milk. All these dads seem to have so much trouble finding the milk. Or the cigarettes. Oh yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Pine cone. In this economy, probably looking for a good price. Well, it's 4 economies, but yeah. 4 decades worth of economies. Well, it's early access on gamers. They can change things if people don't like how things work. Remember, the game is not done. None of the mechanics are forever put in place. They can tweak anything. Requires explosives. Oh, what is that? And honestly, anything you do right now could be deleted. So if you invest heavily into a castle right now, they could have an update tomorrow where they have to reset everyone's characters. So don't get too invested in your characters right now. It's mostly just for testing how things work. Yep, and the game is an online survival game, and every one of those games, you don't want like 1,000 houses sitting everywhere all over the server. If someone hasn't played in a week, they're probably not coming back, so it's okay to have them melt. And it's usually in these games, it's not that hard to rebuild everything. You just gotta grind some resources again. It honestly doesn't take that much time. And on PvP servers, people can come up and just destroy your base completely if you're not underprepared. These kind of games aren't really like designed with foreverness in mind. Everything's temporary. You've got to hold on to what you have. And you can always just make a single-player server and then disable decay, so that way your buildings won't decay ever if you want it that way. So you can make private servers and turn off anything you don't want. So if you don't want the servers to decay, you want to triple resources, you want to turn off like anything, you can customize it to whatever you want. So if you don't like how buildings decay, then you can completely disable that. All right, and then let's upgrade our bone mace. Blood rose ring. Night Stalker vest. And there we go. Now we're pretty upgraded. Blood altar requires 10, and I have 10. Perfect. All right, let's go kill the alpha wolf and get our wolf form. Let's see if we can also make a couple of another storage bin. Is that backwards? No. Okay, store our hearts and all kinds of seeds, and then everything else. Just dump it all in there. Why not? We'll worry about being organized later. Just get rid of it. Yes, you can upgrade your lot size over time. All right, Alpha Wolf, I'm coming for you. Gotta refill my blood, sir. Somewhere down that way. We'll follow the road. Poor doggy. That was a bear. What kind of a dog do you have? Here, doggy. He's so aggressive today. Kill him. Good. Oh, what do we have here? I'll take the cloth. Take all those. Okay, I'll take all those too. Yeah, it started a new server. This is going to be a private server for our community to play on. Woo! White Temper, thank you for the gift sub to Space Corara. It's not open yet because I need to establish my base first. Hi. Well, hello. Hi. Are you a good kitty cat? You a good girl? Yes. That wolf is over. Where are you going? I just put you in your nice spot. Where are you going? The sun's rising. Good. Now it's showing straight this way, so it could be in a lot of places. Incapacitated. Sorry, I have to feed, sir. Ah. Okay, quickly to the sun. I like this, like, vampires are super sensitive and burn in the sun. They don't just, like, instantly vanquish. So they can, like, withstand it a little bit. Otherwise, it'd be like instant death every time you went in the sunshine. You'd be like, no. Big shadow. Ooh, that was a good lumberjack. Ow! That sun hurts. There is alchemy in this game, and then you can make potions to make you resistant. That's how I felt one year in Texas. That's how a lot of us. Raise your hand in chat if, like, you step out in the sun sometimes and it's been so long, you're like, you like hiss at it. You're like not used to the intense brightness of it. So rude. It can be rudely bright sometimes. That's how I feel when Starfield releases. When Starfield releases, if that's gonna be a game I'll probably like want to binge a lot. Excited for this E3? Yes. The video game industry does not need E3 to announce a bunch of stuff. That's what they're realizing. They're like, wait a minute. There's this internet thing now. We don't need no E3. God, I hope I can get. I hope that. Oh god, no.
To the death. Toss of the dice. Well, for you, maybe.
Where'd she go? Uh-oh. Sorry, I was just kidding. It was a social experiment, a prank. And you didn't appreciate it, and I respect that. Ooh, oh my god, Vampire Hunter, no! There's a skull guy labeled Vampire Hunter. That's bad. Because I'm a vampire! Okay, okay. No, I'm not level 17. 17 is my gear score. You don't level up in this. Okay, hold on, hold on. You start around 5, 10 gear score when you make a new character. Okay, where is the wolf though? That way. I see copper. They're fighting the Alpha Wolf for me. Hi. I'm just gonna take your blood. Yes. Alpha Wolf form. That was cheating. Oh, this guy's barely taking it. Ooh. He's gonna be tough to kill later. Let me get better gear.
Like I just stumbled across it.
Uh-oh, oh god, no, oh god, no! Nope! Nope! Damn him! I can't have a vampire hunter on my ass already. I'm just a fledgling little vampire. I'm a little vampire, not a big one yet. And him doing that's just extremely rude. When his gear score is skull, that's bad. Bambi! Oh, sorry. Okay, more essence. This game's fantastic. It's very good. And which is weird because as a vampire game, I expected it to suck. Yep. That's the good stuff right there. Makes the chat type Dan what and Dan blank. Well, they're secretly laughing. They're just trying to pretend like they're not. It looks like the map is always the same, but they may, I don't know if they have plans on making it randomized at some point, but it's always been the same every time you make a new save. Alright, let's go back to our basey wacy and build up our defenses. What new power did I get? Oh, just a wolf form. Okay. I need more blood from my machine. Tainted heart. All Alright, almost back to our base. We unlocked the research desk and some other things. Alright, put all of that in there. Alright, let's build a research table. Okay, walls and structures. Upgrade the castle heart to interact with it. Well, I have to build the other things first. Furnace. I have a little bit of copper. Not a ton, but a little bit. A blood press. Yes, need some blood. Ingots, whetstone for that. So I have. Let's put all those guys in there for now. Oh, bone spear. Didn't even make that. That dropped off an enemy. Fine. Alright, let's pick our next target. We want to unlock, let's see. Big storage is nice. Woodworking bench, not as important. Tannery is nice. Frost Archer, Stonebreaker. Actually, this guy is hiding in a copper place, which is full of copper. Speaking of copper, I might be able to upgrade one of our weapons, and that would help out a bunch. So we need copper ingots, lots of them. Not a few, a bunch. All right, well, let's go to that copper place and try to... Ooh, there's some right here. Damn the sun! Nah! Trying to have vampire fun, and the sun's always like, no! Do you guys always like get excited for rain days and snow days? Because that means that your parents wouldn't try to make you go outside to play, so you could stay inside and play games all day without them constantly like, go outside and play. Rain days, you know, like when it's just rainy outside, so when you're a kid, so you have to stay inside all day and play with your video games. My favorite punishment also was go to your room. And I was always like, no. But secretly in my brain, I was like, that's where the games are. I'll play on my Nintendo. No. No, not the Nintendo. Oh, God, I guess I'll have to have fun. Dun, dun, dun. Woo! She's spicy. Ooh, that's some spicy damage. Hi, Lauren. Thank you for the 6-month resub. Appreciate that. Woo! Thank you, though, sir. Lots of lumber here. Take all that. You stunned me. I need some blood. Boom. So he's somewhere over that way. Son! Oh, God, ow. Woo. Okay, are we out of combat yet? Okay, heal. Whew. My HP bar was next to nothing there. That was very scary. A little blue bar right there is my HP. It was almost nothing. Whew. Oh, thank God the moon is rising. Okay, the guy we're looking for is somewhere over this way. So he must be on the other side, so probably around here. Hello, Alva Wolf. Okay, drinking, sir. Character block or parry? No. We're a vampire. We don't block or parry. We drain blood and use magic. Alchemy lab flooring. Ooh, recipe fair. Very nice. Well, technically, Bloodright is a parry, but it's a unique parry. You stop, you channel an ability, and then if something hits you, you retaliate back. But it has quite a beefy cooldown, about 10 seconds. And the way the game works is you equip any 2 abilities you want, and then an ultimate, any movement ability you want, and then your weapon also has abilities. So your build's like a combination of 2 abilities, and then 1 ultimate from any combination of trees you want. Somewhere over here. Is it permanent? Depends on your what you do. I think your character always resurrects, but your character always resurrects, but your loot is what is determined by the difficulty settings. So either you drop everything you have, or just resources. I think he's in here, this mine. Healing. Wish the heal's a little bit faster, a little slow. I guess it's bounced away from PvP though. Yeah, full loot PvP means that when you die, you drop everything you have, including your gear. Not just resources like default. So you literally lose everything on a death. Okie dokie. So that guy's in here somewhere. And we have a bunch of cover. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. No, I made a private server, so chat will be able to play on this server. Uh-oh. Drain. You get to pick what you want your server to be. There's PvE servers, there's PvP servers, there's full loot PvP servers. So whatever you want it to play. And unlike a lot of survival games, the AI and the enemies and stuff are actually cool to fight. So many of the survival games, the enemies are brain dead. That you just need that PvP is the only thing that really matters, because the other regular things are just so stupid. Like in DayZ, the zombies were so dumb most of the time that they were like not even really a challenge. Get some gemstones. Gorgeous. Need all this copper. And boom. All right, let's grab some more stuff. Boom, 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 boom. They fixed the roof and sunlight bug. What was the roof and sunlight bug? Would sunlight go through roof or something? Yeah, spears do much more damage to creatures, but not PCs. Like, spears do really good damage to wolves and stuff, but I don't think it has a buff on humans. That one's actually, it might. Maybe. The sun would do full damage in like a second while under sunlight. Ugh. That was not good. That wouldn't be a good bug. Need so much copper. Let's see. Have tons of plant fiber. Stone dust, I will get more. Actually, I need to get whetstone first. Diablo or no? No, it's not like Diablo. It's more of a snappy action RPG. Diablo's more about fighting mass waves of enemies. This is more like tactical, I would say. More strategic. Yep, this server that I've made is PvE, not PvP. Planks. Tainted heart. Well, this isn't really useful until I get the breakdown thingy, so we'll hold off on that for now. I need other things. They're trying to steal my copper, but they won't be successful.
This ore, you're gonna have to get through me first.
Come here, buddy.
that crunch!
Watch it, sir.
Let's hear the crunch!
What, Captain Crunch? My blood.
Gonna throw something.
Good. Good. Get drained, sir. And he did. Like so many before him, and so many after him. Boom, boom, boom. Oh yeah. Take everything that we can and mine all this. Mm-hmm. 60 more copper. Hold on to those. Tricky. Get rid of the pine cone. Not gonna waste any swings. Boom, 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 boom. Stone dust is plentiful after you get the machine that requires to have some of it first. I need some at the beginning. Looks like no more is dropping though. We have to go farm wet stones because without wet stones I can't get the grinding machine to get the dust. We do have 2 rats. We can get rid of those. Server, DansGaming community. We're experiencing technical issues. Sure you are. Sure you are, game. Sure. I know, we're gonna have, like, enough sapphire. Well, I definitely need that. I can get more planks later. Wait, no. Take the diamonds. Boom, 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 boom. Mining's a little slow in this. Hopefully it gets better over time, because it's very slow, at least right now. Okay. Mining is good to give it 100% worker. Oh, worker blood gives you like mining bonuses. Well, that's cool. Pay to win or no. There's no microtransactions in this game at all, so it wouldn't. So, no. Oh, uh-oh. Yeah, you make your character at the beginning, but as you can see, your character is kind of tiny. So you don't roll to see too much of it because it's so little. But yeah, you do get to make your character and customize your look. I hope they add more hairstyles and stuff over time. Oh no, sunshine! It's a bright, sunshiny day out here. Yep, you can there's a bunch of hairstyles and a bunch of skin colors. You can also change your eye colors and also put stuff on your face like beards and earrings and a couple of masks and stuff. Ever seen this game? It's brand new, and there was almost no advertising for it. I don't think there's actually any advertising for it. People just discovered it on Steam and were like, oh, let's see what this is. It's actually been pretty good. I guess they were too high level to feed on. My God, stop running! I need your blood, creature. Running low. Thank you. .43's actually pretty good. I'll take your blood. Alright, let's heal. Borderlands 3 is free on Epic. I finally get to play it. That's awesome. I like Epic's strategy of let's give everyone free games. I don't like their tactic of let's make everyone play on this our system only strategy, but other than that. Okay, I need to go around this place or just go over the top here. Where can I find iron? I don't know. I haven't found iron yet. I'm looking for a man made entirely out of it. I don't know what I would call him, though.
Taking me on, eh? That's a gamble.
'em. I don't want to deal with that plant, ma'am. Where'd she go? Her ability is so great if you can get it.
Think on your feet.
Oh God, no.
Think on your feet. Guess everyone's
I got her.
runs out.
I got her early. That's gonna be a good power for us. Her ability is OP. It's like a much better version of the other one. Unsullied heart. Ooh. Let's heal. GG, I know, she's a little tough, but if you get her down, it's worth it. Her Chaos Bolt. Launch 2 Chaos Bolts that deal 125% magic damage and inflict Chaos Burn. Which is awesome and more awesome. So much lumber. What was that plant? Evil plant. Call him Robert. Bum, 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 bum. Started a new private game with no castle decay. Well, there you go. Now you have your own private world where your castle will never go away. I'm glad they launched the game with so many tools like that from the beginning. I now need a bigger bag. Having the whole inventory back is a pain in the butt. Gotta have wolf form. Ah! All right, let's put all of those in there. All of these in here for just all the damn copper we could ever want. Probably need a second one. There's so much of it. Okay, we opened up some new things. We need more now. Alchemy lab floor. Very nice. Let's put some random stuff away in here. Put all this in here. That'll last for 2 days. Can I start a game with Infinite Night too? I think you can adjust how long day and night lasts. Like you can make night last a longer amount of real time. Not 100% sure on that though. But there's just so many options that you could do on that. Take the hearts. all those in there. Let those make essences for us. Copper sword. I need quite a few of these. Our next target should be the... Not this one. The blood altar here. Tannery would be nice. I also just need whetstones. Whetstone, whetstone. Any whetstones? Whetstone, whetstone. Whetstone. Oh, there we go, whetstone. That'll be a perfect spot for it. Let's go harvest some whetstone from them in a minute. I can run the potty and give my machine a chance to tick down a little bit. Here, back. Oops. Did a wolf kill me? Oh, the sun. Damn the sun. So much. Burning my face off, that sun. Need more copper. I know a gamer's worst enemy is the damn sunshine. Okay, let's keep that shade there. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, bum, bum. I forgot New World existed until you just said it just now. Forgot that was a thing. So did Amazon? Oh, no. Oh, no. Let's put these in here. Get those a processing. Blood moon is arising. Vampire lockbox. Castle limit we've reached. Boo. Got to be like that for now until I can. I gotta get some whetstones. I one tapped the plus 18 Lost Ark, two tapped two other plus 18s. Well, a lot of people pay to have high level in Lost Ark, but they're not any good. Like you can pay to have the best gear, but it isn't gonna make you suddenly have any skill at the game. Oh, you son of a biscuit. There we go. I think in a little bit we're gonna try a game called Tin Can, which looked interesting. It's a game where you wake up in a crashing spaceship or an escape pod or something, and you have to figure out how to survive just by reading the instruction manual. Looked pretty good. I gotta get some whetstones from here, opposed to dry ones. Oh, get wrecked. Wait, crossbow. Ooh, that reloads very slowly like a real crossbow. Ooh, I see the dead eye. Combat in this game is so fun. They did such a great job with that. All right, let's go battle this guy. At a 93%. Oh God, yes. %. Damn. Leech life. Whoop! Someone's fired! Oh God! No! You son of a bitch! Ah! There goes my 93% blood. We're doing PvE only. I've never been a fan of PvP. There's enough fighting in real life. Why do I need to fight people in game as well? You know? Let's just all get along and be friends. And help each other. You got a deluxe ice cream sandwich? What makes it deluxe instead of a normal ice cream sandwich? Or is that just the name of the brand, deluxe? Whetstone. Need more of those. Take everything. Okay, we got everything back. I'll take it. Better than nothing. Hopefully they dropped a couple whetstone. Need those for an upgrade. Copper ore. We currently have one single whetstone. We need 4. 'Dan's looking cute today. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, whetstone. Perfect. Need more, though. Sir! Rude. Okay, that's here. Yeah, we got one. We need 4 total. So hopefully there's some more in this camp. Or we need 2 more. Hopefully there's some. No. There could be some inside this tent over here. Come on, be some inside the tent. There is a chest. If there needs to be 2 in there. There's 1. So I'm 1 short so far. Just missing 1. That's fine. Wait, second chest maybe? 2! Yes! Got lucky. And now that we got that, we can start building the actual castle. A proper castle. Let's head back. One with a roof. Uh-oh. That guy looked really tough. He's skull level. This is never a good thing. Okay, that's dead end. I wish the wolf form was a little bit faster. It's a little... For being a travel form, it doesn't feel like I'm moving very fast, you know? It's like... This is what I feel like normal speed should be like. It's not that fast. Ow! Animal hide. Okay, animal power. What's in here? Pretty big encampment. There's gotta be some loot here. What do you guys got in here? What are we looking at? Coarse thread. Since when can vampires become wolves? Ever since Bram Stoker's Nightmare. I mean, Bram Stoker's Dracula. Moved from the 20s, like the 30s or 20s, where he turned into a wolf. And a bat. You can turn into bats and wolves. I don't know why, but they can. We can stream that movie because it's a DRM free movie. The sun. Behind me, I'm going too far. I think his power is he can turn into any creature of the night, I guess. So You can turn into wolves and bats and video gamers. Nazarati with 10 gift subs for chat. Flying up the leaderboard. Thank you very much. Whew, okay. Let's see. Refinement. I need copper ingot. Well, for now, let's I need stone. Let's grab some stone. And we will block out the sun with chat's tears. Block out the sun. Yes, I'm solo. We're on a solo server right now, but I will open up the chat at some point. And then chat will be able to join us. Yeah, you definitely want to have walls, but if you're no one to invade, then you don't have to worry about it too much. Alright, let's see. The dissolver. Hello, Mr. Devourer. You can eat all of these. Nom 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 nom. And then we finally got this thingy, so we can grind some gears. All right, let's go on grinder and work that out right there. Yeah, a little mimic, he devours stuff and gives you rewards for it. Yep, just like nom, 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 nom. All right, let that go. Clay mold, stone body. You can also grind bones into grave dust. Do I have any lumbar? No. Let's take all these bones and put it in our bone burner. Right here. Oh, we have our copper mace. Nice. We can put this one over here. Speaking of lumbar, how about posture check? You can't order a posture check. Alright, let's dump everything in there. Put the blood stuff in here. Piece of random glass. I'll need more whetstones eventually. Copper spear. Night Stalker vest. Am I hydrated? Yes, we've drained lots of blood today. Our next target is the Tanner. We gotta find where the hell she is. She's over that way. Trapper camp. She probably is right in there. That's a trapper camp. Bone animal hide. Bone animal hide. They're all repaired. All right, let's go kill her and get the tannery. The enemies start getting really high level around here, so I haven't been up here, there, or over there yet. I don't know how big the map will be completely when they finish it. Let's go unlock the trapper. It seems like she's, yeah, definitely in here. So let's go find her. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, trap camp, so hopefully she's right in here. Because that would be super convenient. It's like right next to my base. So many of these things are just all the way across the map. You have to run all the way back. That'd be a nice gift and change of pace if she's just right here. Sorry, I need a refill, ma'am. I get free refills. Thank you. She might be in that right there.
Chance to run. It's going to
there she is. Come here, ma'am. Where are you running? Freeze! Oh, try again later, ma'am. You're weak. Just like my bowels after enchiladas. Disappointed, really. I expected more from her. We did get a frost ability, though. Frostbat deals damage and chills. Eh. Yeah. Well, that was a super convenient placement for her. Water canteen. Take all of that. Finish clearing out this camp. This is good loot in here. Take all of that. All right, let's head back to our camp and start doing some tannery. I wonder if I can make a tanning bed. No cars go. Thank you for the 38-month resub. Says poor ma'am. Yeah. She tried. She failed, but she tried. Alrighty then, let's build a tannery. First, let's build a couple more of these things. We need some space. Aha. Okay, we need wood. Again. This is fine, yep. Yeah. Yeah. I also grab this copper that's right here. Yeah. 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 All right, let's go ahead and drop some stuff in the machines. How about all you guys in there? Put more in there. Wow, they're done with that copper, right? Damn. And let's first build a couple palisades to block this off. There we go. There's no way through without that. Nope. Did a good job of sealing it off. Now no one can get up here. It's safe. You like the game so far? Yeah. It's very good. What machines are we missing? Oh yeah, we're gonna build a tannery. Let's drop all of our hides in here. Start making some leather. Once you build a proper castle, then we can then we'll have a roof. For now, we have to burn bones in here to block out the sun, make a big cloud. And do the foreman next. That way, he's probably in down here somewhere, just by the distance there. Your base is looking like a yard sale. Why would you be so mean like that? It's not a yard sale. It will be a proper base soon. Just need some more resources and stuff. Like a yard sale. Chad's so mean sometimes. Let's see. Research desk. Gravel pals.